Hokage get burning art at the start, Chapter 1 to 20. Chapter 1 Bound incineration system at the beginning of the game. Konoha Village, the land of fire. At this time, the resident of the Sanada clan was littered with corpses. A boy named Sanada Kazama is being beaten by these perpetrators of root ninjas. In fact, Sanada Kazama came from the 21st world. Pity that he has lived in the Hokage world for 5 years, but he still can't even gather chakra. It is an outright waste in the eyes of everyone. But Kazama still relies on his indomitable character. Survive in this dangerous ninja world. But tonight, Kazama suffered the biggest crisis in his life. Clan members were killed and their parents were seriously injured. Even at this moment, he was stepped on by a root ninja named Kato Taka. You Sanada clan really don't know how to flatter you. Our Lord Danzo kindly asked for your alliance, but you dare to refuse, it's just damn. Kato Taka used a combo, and after he fell to the ground, Kazama was directly crippled. The power of the root ninja, Kazama is really felt at this moment. But even so, the wind still did not give in. Danzo wants to use the wealth of our Sanada clan to strengthen his private power, and then overthrow the rule of the 3 generations of Hokage. Our Sanada clan will never betray the 3 generations of adults. Humph, you are a waste who can't even condense chakra, and you dare to yell in front of me. Kato Taka took a kick and kicked the wind several dozen meters away. This kind of waste can be solved with a shuriken, and what nonsense are you talking to him? At this time, the other 2 root ninjas came over with a sneer after looting the wealth of the Sanada family. What do you know, the more stubborn and unyielding Brad is, the more you have to torture him. Hand seal with both hands while laughing wildly. Let you see how I slowly burn this kid to death next. Kaden Fire Style, Great Fireball Jutsu. Is this the end? Seeing the huge fireball coming towards him, Kazami sighed. No, I can't accept my fate. If I die, how can I avenge my family and my parents? I will never accept my fate. With the piercing roar of the wind, the fiery grand fireball came crashing down. Ding! Absorbing Kaden Fire Style Ninjutsu, the burning juice system is successfully bound. Just when Fengjian thought that he was about to die, this sound of heaven sounded in his mind immediately. This system can absorb all ninjutsu and convert it into a higher level of ninjutsu. At the same time, create the corresponding strange fire. And make all the host's attacks add strange fire damage. Ding! Congratulations to the host for obtaining the first strange fire Xuanwangyan. Xuanwangyan can attach to the host's surface and enhance the host's defense. All the host's next attacks will be accompanied by Xuanwangyan damage. Ding! Successfully absorbed C-level Kaden Fire Style. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the B-level Kaden Fire Style technique, Fire Dragon Fire Bullet. After the operation of the burning juice system, Kazama not only mastered the different Fire Xuanwangyan and the B-level ninjutsu Fire Dragon Fire Bullet. Even the previous injuries have been recovered together. The wind, which was originally dying, has now become alive again. Not far away, Kato Taka saw that Kazama was not burned to death by himself. This suddenly surprised him. Taka Kato, what's the matter with your Kaden Fire Style? You can't even burn a piece of junk, can you? Hear the question of the companion next to him. Kato Takakion couldn't believe it in his heart. Impossible, my dignified root ninja, how can I not deal with you asshole? Kaden Fire Style, Great Fireball Jutsu. As soon as Kato Taka's voice fell, another Great Fireball Jutsu attacked the wind again. There is no need to avoid the wind at this moment. With a flick of his hand, he absorbed this huge grand fireball into his body. Chapter 2 Start Revenge. What the hell did you guy do to absorb my Kaden Fire Style? Seeing that his Kaden Fire Style was actually absorbed by Kazama, Kato Taka was stunned. I don't need to explain to you, because in my eyes, you are already dead. The system is in hand, I have the world. This is the true portrayal of the wind at the moment. Hearing Kazama's words, Kato Taka suddenly felt that the current Kazama was different from the past. And he also felt a lot of terrifying coercion on Fengjang, which was a feeling he had never felt before. Kaden, fire style. Fire dragon bullets. A handprint in the wind. 3 fire dragons spewed out of his mouth immediately. Divided into 3 directions, left, center, and right, and killed the root ninja directly. I rely on. Seeing that Sanada Kazama, who is a waste, can actually display such a powerful Kaden, fire style. He couldn't find any other adjective besides saying, I rely on 2 words. Hurry up and save me. Takakato hurriedly avoided while calling for help from the other 2. However, due to the fact that the fire dragon flame bullet in the wind contained the mysterious fire profound yellow flame, its power was greatly increased. Before the other 2 root ninjas could react, their companion was burned to ashes. You kid, actually. Seeing the former waste Kazama, he actually used such a powerful B-rank ninjutsu fire dragon fire bullet. In an instant, they killed their root members, and the 2 couldn't help but be shocked. Ding! Congratulations to the host for successfully using the fire dragon fire bomb for the first time, and reward the host with unlimited chakra physique. It's up to you now. Originally, I was worried that I would not be able to continuously cast fire dragon bullets because of insufficient chakra. But now I hear that I have obtained infinite chakra. Kazama knew that he could finally unscrupulously perform ninjutsu. Just then, there were 3 sounds of breaking wind in the distance. Oops, it's estimated that Anbu is coming, evacuate immediately. Can you run away? Kaden, fire style, fire dragon bullet. Fire dragon fire bullet. Fire dragon fire bullet. Kazama fired 3 fire dragon fire bullets in a row in one breath. Kazama's purpose is that there is no enemy that the fire dragon fire bomb cannot solve. If there is, then another fire dragon flame bomb. Anyway, Kazama is now infinite chakra. At this time, there were 9 fire dragons that contained the powerful power of the mysterious yellow flame of different fire. In an instant, the root ninja who had escaped hundreds of miles was burned into nothingness. Although these 2 root ninjas are also not weak. But in front of this strange fire Zanwangyan, they have no chance to fight back at all. At this time, the 3 Anbu ninjas also rushed here. Since Anbu, like the root, is wearing a mask. So Kazama didn't know whether the person who came was friend or foe. He thought it was Danzo's Claw Kiba. Then, with an angry shout, the different fire mysterious yellow flames instantly covered the whole body. Immediately after that, he had to hand seal and attack the 3 Anbu ninjas. This suddenly shocked the 3 Anbu ninjas. They have never seen such a powerful move. So he hurriedly waved his hand into the wind and said, Don't get me wrong, little brother, we are not the enemy, but the Anbu ninja who came to support. Hearing this, Kazama stopped the hand seal. He knew that Anbu ninja was the subordinate of the 3rd generation of Hokage, and naturally he was not a bad person. Sorry, we're one step late. Seeing the current state of the Sanada clan, these Anbu ninjas were annoyed. Little brother, did you cast that fire dragon bullet just now? At this time, one of the Anbu ninjas immediately asked Chao Kazama cautiously. Although he was very sure that the powerful fire dragon flame bullet just now came from the hand of the wind. But he still wanted to confirm it himself. After all, this fire dragon bullet is AB level ninjutsu that Jonin can master. And the Kazama in front of him isn't even a genin, how could it be possible that he is a master of ninjutsu? Yes, I did it. My god. Hearing Kazama's answer, the 3 ninjas immediately glanced at each other. Couldn't help but secretly startled. Is this really a child? This is clearly a genius like a monster. I need to meet the 3 generations of Hokage-sama right away. Just when these Anbu ninjas sighed at Kazama's awesome strength, they immediately heard Kazama's request. No problem, we'll take you there right away. In fact, even if the wind does not mention this requirement. These Anbu ninjas also intend to introduce Kazama to the 3 generations of Hokage. Because Kazama is so young, his strength has already surpassed that of ordinary Jonin. How could such a genius not be known to Hokage-sama? Third chapter. Not Anbu, I want to be Genin. And the reason why Kazama wants to meet the 3 generations of Hokage right away. The strength of the 3 generations of Hokage. To protect his severely injured parents, and the rest of his clan. Because Kazama himself has to concentrate on improving his strength, he will be able to kill Danzo in the future. Genius. A genius like no other. When I saw Kazama's arrival, I heard that Kazama can not only cast B-rank ninjutsu fire dragon bullets. He even single-handedly killed 3 root ninjas in a row. Even Sarutobi Hiruzen, who is Hokage, was secretly amazed. Because even the so-called Dr. Ninja, when Sanada Kazama was so big, couldn't master B-level ninjutsu. 3 generations of Hokage know very well Konoha, whose talent is now fading. To be able to appear such a genius as Fengjian is something that has not been seen in 100 years, or even 1,000 years. Therefore, for Sanada Kazama, he must try his best to win over him. It's all my fault that I didn't rescue in time, which caused your Sanada clan to suffer heavy losses, but don't worry, I will definitely take action against Danzo in person, and avenge the death of your Sanada clan. No need. I'll take Danzo's life myself. What? Seeing that Kazama doesn't let himself help, but wants to deal with Danzo alone. This is something that the 3 generations of Hokage did not expect in advance. You must know that Danzo's strength is not bad, even if the 3 generations shoot themselves, they will kill him. Now Kazama has the confidence to kill Danzo alone. At this time, the 3 generations of Hokage felt even more admiration for Kazama. I am here to ask you to rescue my parents and clansmen, and I will not provide them with follow-up protection. After all, my strength is limited by myself. Don't worry about this, I will use my life to protect the guarantee, and I can also upgrade you to Anbu Ninja, which will also help you kill Danzo. What? He was promoted to Anbu before he even graduated from ninja school. The surrounding Anbu ninjas were shocked when they heard the decision of the 3rd generation of Hokage. You must know that even the original genius Uchiha Itachi joined Anbu at the age of 11. But now Kazama is obviously younger than Itachi was. But then again, Kazama is indeed eligible to join Anbu. But his record of killing 3 root ninjas alone is enough to make Anbu look up to everyone. Thanks for the kindness of the 3 generations, but I still hope to start from Genin. What? You want to be a Genin without putting in a good Anbu? After hearing Kazami's decision, not only was the 3 generations confused, but the other Anbu ninjas in the house felt that Kazama was stupid. If you can, I also hope that after I graduate from the ninja school, you can put me and Haruno Sakura in the same class. It's too simple. I said you didn't ask for something more difficult. 3 generations of Hokage immediately laughed helplessly. No, as long as the 3 generations of adults can meet my request. Okay, I'll explain to Iruka then. Then I would like to thank the 3 generations of adults. My parents are still in the hospital, so I will retire first. Seeing Kazama leave, the 3rd Hokage immediately shook his head helplessly. He couldn't figure out why Kazama had a good Anbu ninja and had to be a Genin. And she has to be in the same class as Haruno Sakura. However, as long as he can win over the peerless genius of Kazama, the 3 generations of Hokage are willing to meet any requirements. The main purpose of Kazama is to be in the same class as Naruto. The opportunity to absorb the power of Naruto's Kyuubi, 9 Tails, and kill Danzo. But Naruto is Kyuubi, 9 Tails, Jinchuriki, Column Force, Kazama can't be too straightforward. Otherwise, the 3 generations of Hokage will definitely be suspicious, so he said that he wanted to be in the same class as Sakura. Chapter 4. Ready to beat Sasuke. The next day, after seeing that his parents' injuries improved, Kazama immediately went to the ninja school. Because today is the day of graduation examination. Since he wanted to be assigned to the same class as Naruto, he had to pass the graduation assessment first. Kazama remembered that he failed the previous exams. Today is the last test, fighting. Now that Kazama has obtained this burning judgment system, he has the chance to win in the combat assessment. Although Kazama can only use a ninjutsu called Fire Dragon Flame Bullet. But with the help of the burning jutsu system, he can already absorb all ninjutsu. Therefore, neither escape, body, demonic illusion can harm him. Moreover, even if Kazami is a normal attack now, it also deals damage from the mysterious fire and yellow flames. In other words, a punch casually hit by Kazami can also deal critical damage. With these points, not to mention the students of the ninja school, Genin, Chunin, and Kazama are not in the eye. Moreover, he will use this combat assessment to make everyone look at him with admiration. At this moment, Baruka has come to the crowd. Everyone, next is the last test of our graduation assessment. The first test is Sanada Kazama vs Kato Saburo. Hashimoto Saburo. What the hell, if you want to fight, just fight with the most powerful, so that you can be a blockbuster. Thinking of this, Kazama immediately said to Iruka, "Teacher, I want to fight Sasuke." Isn't it? The stupid Kazama wants to challenge the genius Sasuke. Isn't it obvious that he will be slapped in the face? I saw a good show today, and this guy Sanada Kazama will definitely be beaten up by Sasuke, haha. Hearing the ruthless ridicule from everyone, Feng Jian not only did not get angry, but immediately laughed secretly. In fact, the reason why Kazama now chooses to fight with Sasuke. First, he wanted to defeat Sasuke and make everyone look at him with admiration. After all, Sasuke is now the best at ninja school. Second, Kazama wanted to rely on the Fenju system to absorb Sasuke's taijutsu, and then convert it to a higher level taijutsu. Because Kazama only has one Fire Dragon Flame Bullet now, he must improve his strength as soon as possible. Sasuke-san, are you willing to accept Kazama's challenge? Hearing Iruka's question, Sasuke still kept his grim look. I don't mind fighting the tail of the crane, Sasuke said and walked to the top of the ring. It's just that I'm very heavy. If you don't want to spend the rest of your life in the hospital, you'd better not play against me. Really? Then please don't show mercy to me, Fengjian said and walked to the ring. Damn it, the tail of the crane in the wind room is not timid. I remember he used to be very timid. Did he really dare to compete with Uchiha Sasuke? At this time, Sasuke's fans below the ring. Seeing that Kazama dared to confront Sasuke, everyone immediately laughed at Kazama. What kind of thing is the tail of your crane? You dare to duel with our young Master Sasuke. Master Sasuke, you must teach Sanada Kazama this crane tail a good lesson. Okay, this is your own death. Shadow Dance Leaf. As soon as Sasuke's voice fell, he instantly flashed in front of Kazama. Then a lower kick kicked Kazama directly into the air. It's still too late to beg for mercy. Those who have been hit by my body art will have to peel off their skin even if they don't die. Sanada Kazama will never beg for mercy. Facing the arrogant Sasuke, Kazama did not flinch. Because of Kazama's Fenju system, all of Sasuke's attack power has been absorbed. So Sasuke's physique, Shadow Dance, can't hurt Kazama at all. Chapter 5 Start to beat Sasuke. Asshole. Seeing that Kazama dared to laugh at himself, Sasuke immediately launched a series of attacks on him. So handsome. Come on, Master Sasuke. The girls below thought that Sasuke had the upper hand, so they all started applauding for Sasuke. Ding! Absorbing the body technique Shadow Dance Leaf is successful. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the upgraded version of Shadow Dance Leaf, the Lion's Bounce. Okay, that's what I've been waiting for. At this time, the wind shouted loudly, and immediately launched a counterattack at Sasuke. Damn it! The tail of the crane in Kazama was attacked by Sasuke's taijutsu. Is it okay? Yeah, he actually dared to fight back against Sasuke. I think Kazama took the wrong medicine today. How dare you become so bold? How dare he be bold? The tail of the crane is the tail of the crane. He will only lose even worse. Just when everyone thought that Funyun's counterattack was when the man's arm was too much for the car. Suddenly, Kazama used an even more powerful physical technique at this time. And now Sasuke, the genius in the eyes of everyone, was beaten by the tailwind of the crane and was unable to fight back. Then he was knocked to the ground by the wind. How is this possible? I don't have dazzling eyes. The tail of the crane in Kazama can knock Sasuke to the ground. Seeing Kazama's current exhibition Kamui, not to mention the onlookers can't believe it. Even Sasuke, who was knocked to the ground on the stage, was full of surprise. Because he had really felt the powerful attacking power of the wind before. At this time, Sasuke was not only scarred by the lions of the wind. And there is a feeling of being burned all over the body. This is the Xuanwangyan damage after Fengjian uses Fenju. Now Kazama, whether it's ninjutsu or taijutsu, all add extra damage to the strange fire Xuanwangyan. This is still the mercy of Kazama, otherwise Sasuke will spend the rest of his life in the hospital. Ding! It's the first time the host successfully used the Taiju Lion combo. Ding! Congratulations to the host for gaining super perceptual ability, which can sense the wind and grass within a radius of 500 miles. Super perception. Hearing the system's words, Kazama immediately felt that his 5 senses were hundreds of times clearer than before. Then he felt the presence of 2 Jonin in the distance. Kazama clearly felt that these 2 Jonin were Danzo's Claw Kiba, the root ninja. It turned out that after Danzo learned that Sanada Kazama had killed 3 of his men. I am very interested in the reason why Sanada Kazama suddenly became stronger. That's when he dispatched his subordinates again. Prepare to catch Kazama in front of him. And just when Kazama allowed these 2 root ninjas to shoot. Suddenly I heard Sasuke's roar. Impossible, it's absolutely impossible, how could I be defeated by a crane tail? Annoyed, Sasuke roared, and immediately began to hand seal with both hands. Oops, could this seal be? Iruka in the audience was shocked when he saw Sasuke's mark. He knew that this mark was the Kaden fire style hand seal that the Uchiha family was best at. Iruka never expected that, as a Sasuke who didn't even graduate from ninja school, he would actually use Kaden fire style. So I immediately stepped forward to stop it, but unfortunately it was too late. Kaden fire style, great fireball jutsu. What? Sasuke actually uses Kaden fire style. It's over. The Uchiha family's Kaden fire style is very strong. Just when everyone in the audience thought that Kazama would definitely be defeated by Sasuke's great fireball jutsu this time. An even more unexpected scene happened. It turns out that Kazama also casts a Kaden fire style, but this Kaden fire style is much stronger than great fireball jutsu. Kaden fire style, fire bullet. Once the fire dragon flame bullet of the K's between the different fires is cast. The 3 fire dragons that roared over instantly burned Sasuke's grand fireball into nothingness. Then it was even more powerful, and attacked Sasuke directly. Chapter 6 Too strong, unable to keep a low profile. However, this fire dragon flame bomb was attacked by Sasuke on the surface. But in fact, Kazama has changed his route and killed the 2 root ninjas not far away. At this time, the 2 root ninjas did not know that Kazama deliberately attacked them. Instead, they thought that the fire dragon flame bullet in the wind had deviated from its position, and it just happened to kill them. After all, they were far apart from Fengjian, and they never expected Fengjian to detect their traces. But at this time, seeing the fire dragon fire bullet, they had to guard against it. Sweden water style, water formation wall. Only then did he hurriedly cast the technique of Sweden water style in an attempt to block the fire dragon flames in the wind. Pity that Sweden water style can restrain Kaden fire style though. Kaden fire style of Kazama is a different fire mysterious yellow flame attribute. Several times stronger than the ordinary Kaden fire style. Therefore, in one breath, it broke through the Sweden water style again. Damn, this kid's Kaden fire style is really weird. Seeing that their sweetened water style was broken in an instant, the two knew that Kaden fire style in the wind was unusual. So one of them hurried to hand seal again. Sweetened water style water dragon bullet. With the appearance of a sturdy water dragon, the remaining power of the fire dragon flame bomb of the wind fire version was dispelled. And this piece of water, Long Yi, was immediately evaporated into a mist of water by the blazing fire, and floated in the air. At this time, everyone present was in an uproar. As ninja students, they have never seen this series of Sannin attacks. Especially in the tailwind room of the crane in their eyes, they actually use the B-level ninjutsu that Jonin can master, the Fire Dragon Fire Bullet. Not just crushing Sasuke's great fireball jutsu. It even defeated the water formation wall and water dragon bullet of the two mysterious ninjas. This is far beyond their imagination. Everyone couldn't help but sigh how stupid they seemed to laugh at Fengjian as the tail of the crane. Because compared to Hefeng's performance at the moment, these people are clearly garbage. At this time, the wind stood alone on the ring, maintaining a calm look from beginning to end. It really made the hearts of the female students watching the battle rippling from below. As for the genius Sasuke that day, they had already left behind them. Now, in their hearts, there is only Sanada Kazama, who showcases Kamui. We are Anbu. As a student of the ninja school, you are able to cast B-rank ninjutsu Fire Dragon Fire Bullet. We suspect that you are a spy sent by the enemy, so you must come with us. Seeing these two root ninjas calling themselves Anbu and taking themselves away, Kazama knew that they must be trying to deceive everyone and get themselves to Danzo. It's just right, then I'll come to a plan and kill you halfway to avenge my Sanada family. So Kazama didn't resist, but let the two take them out of the ninja school. Okay, there is no one else here, so there is no need for you to continue pretending to be Anbu. Hearing Kazama's words, the two root ninjas sneered and immediately stopped their journey. You are really powerful, you can actually see through our identities. The lackeys of Danzo, it's easy to see through you. Boy, don't think that you can be arrogant and domineering in front of our root ninjas by using B-level Kaden fire style. Today I will teach you how to behave. The root ninja stepped back and immediately attacked Kazama. Sweetened water style water dragon bullet. Haha, I'm waiting for you, the sweetened water style. Seeing the person coming, he didn't know whether to live or die, and he actually wanted to kill himself with the sweetened water style. Chapter 7 Hanging the Roots. This kid can't be a fool, can he? Seeing Kazama actually open his arms to meet the mighty water dragon bullet, the two root ninjas immediately burst out laughing. But what happened next shocked them. Because this water dragon bullet not only did not kill Kazama, but was absorbed into the body by Kazama. Ding! Successfully absorbed the B-level Sweden water style water dragon bullet. Congratulations to the host for obtaining A-level ninjutsu, Sweden water style water breaking wave. And additional damage of the different fire Xuanwangyan. The host absorbs another kind of ninjutsu to unlock the second kind of different fire, myriad beasts, spirit fire. I didn't expect that the method of obtaining this strange fire is quite simple. I just obtained the mysterious yellow flame of the strange fire, and now I am actually absorbing a kind of ninjutsu, and I can obtain the spirit fire of all beasts. At this time, the two root ninjas thought that Kazama would just absorb Kaden fire style. He could even absorb Sweden water style. How can he fight? This is something they have never encountered before. There is no ninja in this world who can absorb ninjutsu. Who the hell are you? Don't look at the two root ninjas scolding Kazama on the surface, but they are already panicking in their hearts. So they can only pretend to be calm, in order to delay the arrival of other ninjas. After all, the momentum of the battle just now was not small enough to attract the attention of other ninjas. As long as it can attract other ninjas to come, they can then frame Kazama as a spy sent by the enemy, and then kill him. I am the one who avenged the Sanada clan. Voice fell, he immediately cast Sweden water style. Sweetened water style, water breaks. Before the two root ninjas could react, a straight line of high-speed water Jinchuriki column immediately spewed out of the mouth of the wind, instantly turning into a sharp water blade. In just one breath, the root ninja who had attacked him earlier was divided into two. Since all of Kazami's attacks come with varied fire Zanwangyan damage, even sweetened water style is no exception. Therefore, the body of this root ninja, which was divided into two, was immediately burned to ashes by the mysterious yellow flame of the different fire. This sudden change suddenly made the other root ninja turn pale with fright. Crane Tailwind Room that is not even a genin. Can actually use Kaiden fire style and Sweeten water style, two different types of ninjutsu. That was enough to shock him. Now I see the Sweeten water style of Kazama, and it actually contains the fire attribute. The root ninja suddenly felt that he had messed with the wrong person. He used to think that Fengjian was a soft persimmon, but now it seems that Fengjian is the living king of hell. Could it be the power of Kekkei Genkei? I heard that the main feature of Kekkei Genkei is the fusion of two different attributes of ninjutsu. Thinking of this, the root ninja immediately planned to escape. Because he is not sure of defeating someone who has Kekkei Genkei and can absorb and immune some attacks. It's your turn next. Seeing these root ninjas beheading their own people, they were beheaded one by one. There was an indescribable joy in the wind at this time. In the eyes of this root ninja, the tailwind room of the crane has become the embodiment of death. No, I must ask for Danzo-sama's support now. As the root ninja said that, he used his clone to attack the wind. And his own body took the opportunity to escape into the distance. You can't run away. Sweetened water style, water breaks. Kazama said, and once again cast the water wave breaking technique. Because this technique is not only extremely lethal, but also has a long attack distance. Best for killing such runaway ninjas. Sweetened water style, water breaking wave in the wind room has been cast. In an instant, he penetrated the clone that was killing him. Even the ninja body that fled in the distance was pierced by Sweeten water style and died. Chapter 8 Acquire the second alien fire. Boom. And just when Kazama thought he had successfully solved this root ninja, suddenly, I saw that the clone that was penetrated by my Sweeten water style turned into a power of lightning. The Sweeten water style and head towards him. Humph. It turned out to be Raiden thunder style shadow clone. It's not a shame that it's a root ninja. If you put it on an ordinary person, I'm afraid you will have to peel off the skin even if you don't die. It's a pity that in front of me, Sanada Kazuma, any ninjutsu will be absorbed by me. Take advantage. Ding. Absorbed Raiden thunder style shadow clone successfully. Congratulations to the host for obtaining the Mokuden wood style multiple clone technique. Congratulations to the host for unlocking the second type of different fire, myriad beasts, and all subsequent attacks by the host can add damage to myriad beasts, and have the ability to change the form of ninjutsu. Mokuden wood style clone. This is the unique secret technique of the first Hokage Senju Hashirama. I heard that even Sharingan can't see through it. And this myriad beast spirit fire, not only can it be added to the attack to cause extra damage, but it can also change the form of ninjutsu. I don't know how to change it. Thinking of this, Kazama immediately asked the system. The fire of all beasts can change into various forms of beasts according to the host's imagination. Without the host's order, it will never dissipate. Damn it, this is too stupid. Hearing the introduction of the system, Kazama immediately used his Sweeten water style and Kaiden fire style, which combined the fire of all beasts, to cast a variety of beasts. What tigers, lions, leopards, wolves, etc. Everything. Not only does it have the lethality of the corresponding attribute escape technique, but it also has the attack power of beasts. And as the system introduced, as long as Kazama does not lift the imprint, ninjutsu in the form of these beasts will never dissipate. Even if split in two by the enemy, they will reunite again. In addition, Kazama now has an infinite chakra physique. He can completely create thousands of myriad beast forms at once, and attack the enemy continuously. This is much more powerful than normal ninjutsu. Okay, I will use these as my psychic beasts in the future. Some of the ninjutsu in the form of the fire of myriad beasts can easily destroy a country. Just when Kazami was excited to get this killer for himself, suddenly thought of following the timeline in the comics. Naruto should be in the forest at this time and use Shadow Clone to beat Mizuki. Since I want to absorb the power of Naruto's Kyuubi, 9 Tails, to enhance my own strength, I might as well have a good relationship with Naruto now. At this moment, a roar came from not far away. Dare to hurt Iruka-sensei. I'll kill you. Naruto is waiting for me, here I come. Kazama immediately ran towards where Naruto was. When Kazama arrived, Naruto had cast 1,000 Shadow Clone. Shueimyu was hit with a blue nose and a swollen face, and he slumped on the ground. But then Naruto thought that Mizuki no longer had the power to resist. So he turned his back to check Iruka's injury. Mizuki actually fought back on the verge of death and killed Naruto again. Just at this critical moment, Kazama, who arrived in time, immediately cast a Mokuden wood-style clone to block Mizuki's attack. Wind Room, get out of the way. Naruto and Iruka, who were behind Kazama, saw it and hurriedly shouted at Kazama. Damn, the tail of a crane dares to stop me, and today I will kill you and Naruto, both idiots. Mizuki didn't know that this was Kazama's clone, so he immediately wanted to kill Kazama with Kunwu. Chapter 9 Millennium Killing. It's a pity that facing the hard body of the Mokuden wood-style clone in Kazama, Mizuki's kunai was directly knocked out. What? How can your body be so hard? Shueimyu couldn't help but be shocked when he saw that his own Kuwu could not hurt Fengjian. That's just a clone of me. You can't even hurt my clone. How can you fight me? And the main body of the wind has already come to the back of Mizuki. Impossible, how could the clone have such a hard body? Naruto's shadow clone was enough to surprise Mizuki. Now I see the wind room that is also the tail of the crane. To actually perform the technique of Avatar, Shueimyu couldn't believe it. Ordinary clones are indeed not good, but what I use is Mokuden wood-style multiple clones. As soon as the handprint between the winds came to an end, 3,000 Mokuden wood-style clones immediately appeared around, and the momentum was amazing. The next step is my self-created body art. Physique Profound Truth. Hearing Kazama's words, Naruto, Iruka, and Mizuki couldn't help being shocked. Most powerful physique known to all is the 8 inner gates. The 8 doors are opened, even cage-level ninjas have to shy away. This kid Kazama actually learned the 8 inner gates. At this moment, Iruka was no longer surprised by Kazama, but admired. Fengjian, your current strength really makes me admire teacher. You. Just as Iruka kept complimenting Kazama. Suddenly I saw Fengjian's hand movements, and then I suddenly felt that something was wrong. Millennium Kill. 3,000 consecutive bullets. Sure enough. Shit, I didn't say anything just now. Immediately, 3 black lines appeared on Iruka's forehead. Thousands of years of killing, and 3,000 consecutive bullets, you are so sick. Seeing Kazama's movements, Mizuki fled outwards like crazy. Too bad it was too late. Those Mokuden wood-style clones had already formed a column, killing behind Shueimyu in an orderly manner. The silent forest was accompanied by Mizuki's roar like killing a pig. The 3,000 avatars in the wind performed one after another with the mysterious body technique, 1,000 years of killing. In the night sky, Shueimyu drew a rainbow made of shang, commonly known as shanghong. As Shueimyu fell to the ground, he was already vomiting and diarrhea, twitching all over. No one knows whether Shueimyu will be able to walk normally in the future, but at least he won't be constipated in the future. Ding! The first time I successfully cast Mokuden wood-style multiple clones, the host will be rewarded for the instant body technique. Kazama, you are too good. When did you learn the Mokuden wood-style clone? Naruto asked Chao Kaze with a surprised face. As this, I also suddenly realized it when I was sleeping. Fengjian immediately made a haha, and naturally he would not tell others about his systematic things. I'm going, you can learn such a powerful Mokuden, wood-style clone while you sleep, you are a genius. Looking at Naruto's envious look, Kazama also smiled and said to Naruto, don't envy me, don't you also learn the technique of Shadow Clone? What is Shadow Clone? I'm going to be Hokage in the future. Naruto immediately patted his chest and said his mantra. It's a coincidence that my future dream is to be a Hokage. Really? Then the two of us are competitors, and I won't let you go. Ha ha. These two little bastards. If it's the two of you, you might actually be able to become Hokage in the future. Iruka on the side looked at Kazama and Naruto, who could show extraordinary strength at such a young age, and couldn't help feeling relieved. Chapter 10 Kill Sasuke with Millennium Kill. The next day, in the ninja school classroom. Sanada Kazama, Uzumaki Naruto, Uchiha Sasuke, Haruno Sakura, the four of you are assigned to the 7th class, waiting for your captain here. Kazama was naturally overjoyed when he saw that he finally got his wish in a class with Naruto. Okay, next is the quest in the Land of Waves. I can take the opportunity to absorb the power of Naruto's Kyuubi, 9 Tails, and then seek revenge on Danzo. Just when the wind was thinking to himself, Naruto had already walked to the door with the eraser in hand. I don't know who our captain is. He came so late, and he will be punished for being late, haha. Naruto, you might as well put a hot water bottle instead of a blackboard. Put a hot water bottle. Would it be too much? Just when Kazama was joking with Naruto, Sasuke on the side immediately walked over aggressively. Wind Room, I want to fight you one-on-one. What? Hearing Sasuke's request, Kazama felt a headache. He didn't have the spare time to entangle with Sasuke all the time. I remember we had a duel before, right? And it's already been decided. Don't talk nonsense to me, that time was when I was not in a good state. If you have the courage, you can fight me again. My dignified Uchiha Sasuke, no matter what, I can't lose to you, a scumbag. Sasuke, what you said is too much. Naruto also came over at this time, and began to fight for the wind. Shut up for me, you are also trash. If you are a man, Sanada Kazama, fight me again. Seeing Sasuke's angry face, Kazama felt helpless. I didn't expect this guy Sasuke to be so extreme, and he would be so angry after failing once. Thinking of this, Kazama immediately got up and stretched. Okay, I originally wanted to save face for you. Since you want to lose again, then I'll satisfy you. Kazama, use your martial arts to deal with Sasuke. The profound truth of physical art. Hearing Naruto's words, Sasuke immediately looked towards Kazama in surprise. Could it be that you have learned a physical technique that is more powerful than the lion's bombardment? Not bad. Seeing Sasuke's surprised appearance, Kazama and Naruto immediately smirked at him. Asshole, don't think that you can be arrogant in front of me. If you learn more powerful physical skills, my Uchiha family will not lose to anyone. See not. As soon as Sasuke finished speaking, he immediately began to hand seal with both hands. Is it the great fireball jutsu again? This spell can't hurt me at all. Seeing Sasuke's mark, Kazama scratched his head helplessly. Blinking technique. The figure of the wind suddenly disappeared in place. Before everyone could react, he appeared behind Sasuke the next moment. And your hand seal is too slow. What? Seeing that his Kaden fire style hand seal was not finished yet, the wind silently flashed behind him. Sasuke couldn't believe this ghostly speed. But whether he believed it or not, now Fengjian has already had the upper hand. The next step is my physical art, the 1000-year kill. With a whimper, Sasuke's body immediately drew a perfect arc. You bastard, you actually used such a rude trick. After falling to the ground, Sasuke immediately got up and continued to maintain his image of a jade tree facing the wind. It's a pity that after being killed for 1,000 years, he can no longer stand upright, and can only curl up on the side. It doesn't matter what the trick is, as long as you can defeat the enemy, it's a good trick. Haha, what you said in the wind is so good. Seeing Sasuke's embarrassed appearance at this time, Naruto smiled and leaned forward and back. After all, he had never seen Sasuke like this before. Chapter 11 Limping Sasuke. That's right. At this time Kazama smiled again and said to Sasuke, "My hand touched the pepper this morning, so that part of yours may be a little spicy next time." "You bastard, you wait for me." Hearing Kazama's words, Sasuke suddenly felt uncomfortable, and immediately ran out. Sasuke-kun. Seeing that his male god Sasuke became so embarrassed, Sakura on the side immediately glared at the wind. "Humph, don't think that you beat Sasuke-kun with a nasty trick today. You are very good, I tell you that one day Sasuke-kun will make you look good." "Okay, I'm looking forward to this day very much, and my tricks are not trivial, but the profound meaning of physical art. If you don't agree, you can also try my 1,000-year kill." "You asshole." Sakura immediately ran out of Yuhi's face. "Obviously it was Sasuke who insisted on one-on-one with me, so why do you all blame me when you turn around?" The wind felt helpless at this time. "Why are there only two of you in the teacher?" Just then, a ninja with silver hair walked in. Kakashi. Kazama couldn't hide his excitement when he saw his favorite ninja appear. Because Kakashi is in the Hokage world, but has helped Naruto many times and saved Konoha. Also, the bond between him and Obito and Rin also moved Kazama. The two of them. Just when Kazama wanted to find an excuse to protect Sasuke's face, Naruto ran directly in front of Kakashi and started talking nonsense. Sasuke was killed by Kazama with a 1,000-year-old trick just now, and it's still a 1,000-year-old kill with chili flavor, haha. And Sakura was almost killed by Kazama just now. By the way, who are you? Laughing out of breath, Naruto realized that he didn't know the ninja in front of him at all. So he immediately asked Kakashi. "I'm your 7th class teacher, Hatake Kakashi." "What, you're our teacher? Hey, you're a long time late. When I came just now, I wasted time because I helped my grandma to cross the road." Kakashi ignored Naruto's yelling and looked directly at Kazama. "Is this the boy the 3 generations of Hokage referred to?" "Kakashi, Sanada Kazama has a promising future. After you take over the 7th shift, you must protect Kazama, and don't let him go astray." At this time, in Kakashi's mind, the 3 generations of Hokage's instructions to him resounded again. "Although I still don't know what's so special about this kid Kazama, but after hearing what Naruto just said, he was able to kill Sasuke for 1,000 years. This kid is really capable." "Teacher, the two of them are back." At this moment, Sakura immediately returned to the classroom, supporting Sasuke who was limping. Seeing that Sasuke and Sakura were both glaring at him, Kazama could only smile awkwardly. "I just made a joke with you, Sasuke, we are all classmates, I hope you don't mind." "Stop giving me nonsense." Alright. Seeing that the atmosphere was not right, Kakashi immediately coughed dryly. "Let's start introducing ourselves, let's talk about what we like and don't like, and our dreams. I'll come first." Naruto is the first to introduce himself. "I like ramen of various flavors the most, especially the ramen that Iruka always invites me to eat, and the last 3 minutes of waiting for the ramen to be ready. My dream is to surpass Hokage and make everyone in the village agree with me." "Sasuke, it's your turn." "I have nothing to like," Sasuke said coldly at this time. Even if he was hit by the chilly flavor of the wind just now, Sasuke can still maintain this ruthless appearance. This has to be admired by the wind. Chapter 12 Grab the Kakashi bell at the start. As for the dream, it's more of an ambition, that is to revive the Uchiha family, and I must kill that man. Hearing Sasuke's words, Kakashi's face sank. Kazama, the person Sasuke is going to kill, shouldn't it be you? It shouldn't be. Hearing Naruto's question, the wind suddenly felt a little speechless. My favorite. Sakura immediately glanced at Sasuke secretly. There are two people I hate the most, one is Naruto and the other is Kazama. Hearing the words of his dream lover, Sakura, Naruto was greatly disappointed. Kase, it's your turn to introduce. My favorite thing is to play with Naruto. Brother. Hearing Kazama's words, Naruto immediately nodded happily. I hate ice cube faces and nympho girls the most. Asshole. Hearing Kazama's words, Sasuke and Sakura cursed at him at the same time. My dream is to kill Danzo one day and avenge the Sanada clan. What? Hearing Kazama's words, Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi were all shocked. Danzo's status in Konoha village is unknown to everyone, and no one does not know Akatsuki. And the strength is comparable to the 3 generations of Hokage. There are even more frightening roots under his command. But Kazama actually said that he was going to kill Danzo, which is unbelievable. Seeing everyone's surprised expressions, Kazami didn't care. It stands to reason that the goal of revenge cannot be said casually. But Kazama knows that Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi who are present will all be their own in the future, so it doesn't matter if they say it. What class are I taking? At this point Kakashi felt like crying without tears. I only know about the 3 generations of Hokage now. Why did you tell me to protect Kazama? It turns out that this kid's enemy is Danzo. My heart is so tired. Thinking of this, Kakashi immediately sighed heavily. Since you have all introduced yourself, tomorrow we will start the mission, Survival in the Wild, and those who are eliminated will be beaten back to school. What? I finally graduated. Hearing Kakashi's words, Naruto started yelling again. Also, remember not to eat breakfast, or you will vomit. With a dashing turn, Kakashi left. There was only Naruto shivering because he was worried about failing the exam. And Sasuke, who is still shocked by Kazama's revenge target. Morning everyone. How early? We've been waiting for you for a long time. Early the next morning, Naruto's roar rang out in the forest. Because a black cat stood in front of me just now, so. We don't believe your nonsense, being late is late. Naruto said dissatisfiedly while rubbing his hungry stomach. Sasuke and Sakura were also sluggish because they didn't eat breakfast, and they were hungry for a long time. But the wind is still full of energy. Because before Kazama came in the morning, it was a full meal. Kazama thought about relying on his current strength. It's totally possible to take Kakashi's spell without much effort. So he naturally did not want to suffer the sin of starvation. Kakashi is best at Raiden, Thunder Style, and Sharingan. In this case, I will force Kakashi to perform these 2 tricks on me later, and then use the burning system to absorb them for my own use. Just as Kazami was thinking about it, Kakashi had already pulled out 2 bells. The goal of the mission is to snatch these 2 bells from my hands. You can use whatever tricks you have. If you don't have the determination to kill me, you won't be able to grab the bells. There are 4 of us, and you only have 2 bells in your hand, which means. That means that among the 4 of you, 2 of you will definitely be eliminated by me. Damn. Hearing Kakashi's words, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura all became nervous. And the wind still maintained his unfazed appearance. Kakashi was surprised when he saw it. This kid was not frightened by my words. Could it be that he is confident that he can grab the bell? Well, then let me see your strength. Prepare. Kakashi casually hung the bell around his waist. I got it. Almost as soon as Kakashi spoke, Kazama walked out from behind Kakashi with a bell. Chapter 13 Offended, Kakashi-sensei. Silence, deathly silence. Kakashi's face turned pale from the shock of Kazama's hand. As a special Jonin, he didn't realize Kazama was behind him. If Kazama were the enemy, I'm afraid I'd be in a different place. Thinking of this, Kakashi broke into a cold sweat in shock. This guy in Kazama, could it be that the confrontation with me before was all merciful? Sasuke felt the terrifying coercion of his older brother Uchiha Itachi in the wind even more. Kazama-kun, I haven't called the start yet, you're fouling. Kakashi immediately coughed dryly, trying to hide his embarrassment. Also, if I guessed correctly, you should have cast your clone before I came, just to ambush me. As expected of Kakashi-sensei, she is amazing. Hearing Kakashi's words, Kazama immediately laughed. That's not right, even if he used his clone to ambush around in advance, he couldn't sneak behind me silently. What the hell is going on? It seemed that he could see what Kakashi was thinking. As soon as the handprint between the winds came to an end, this clone of himself immediately turned into a human-shaped wood. Mokuden wood-style clone. How is this possible? Seeing Kazama's move, Kakashi immediately took a few steps back in shock. Only then did he understand why he couldn't find Kazama's clone. Because the forest is full of trees, and the Mokuden wood-style clone in the wind has the same attributes as the surrounding trees. Naturally, he couldn't find any actions of this clone. And as a Konoha ninja, he knows that Mokuden wood-style is the secret technique of the first Hokage. Other than that, no one will use it. Now Sanada Kazama, who even passed the Genin test, actually uses the legendary Mokuden wood-style. How could this not shock him? Also shocked was Sasuke. If he had used the Mokuden wood-style clone in the ring, I'm afraid he wouldn't even have a chance to fight back. At this time, Sasuke felt a lot of pressure. Because he, who is called a genius, is so incompetent compared to Hefeng at this time. Kazama-san, when did you master the Mokuden wood-style technique? Kazama will have Mokuden wood-style long ago. Before Kazama spoke, Naruto, who was beside him, immediately laughed and said. Quote, He used 3,000 Mokuden wood-style clones before, and gave Mizuki a 1,000-year-old kill, saving me and Iruka, sensei. 3,000 Mokuden wood-style clones, my god, is this kid still human? Kakashi suddenly felt that this was an inhuman operation. Okay, let's hurry up and practice. Kakashi didn't dare to ask any further questions. He only now knows why the 3 generations of Hokage are so important to Kazama. Because with Kazama's current strength, it will definitely be Konoha's mainstay Jinchuriki column in the future. Then the exercise officially begins. After Kakashi finished speaking, he snorted and disappeared into the forest. Offended Kakashi-sensei, because I have to absorb your Raikiri and Sharingan to increase my strength, and then seek revenge for Danzo. Mokuden wood-style multiple avatars. Occupying a favorable location in the wind in the forest, thousands of Mokuden wood-style clones were cast in an instant. The purpose is to find out Kakashi, forcing Kakashi to use all his strength to fight against himself. No! With a burst of exclamation from Kakashi. Kazama's numerous Mokuden wood-style clones had already surrounded him. Chapter 14 Get Raiden, Thunder-style Kirin. In the wind, the more clones, the more powerful they are. Judging from your current chakra stock, after you have used so many clones, you can't attack. Lion Bomb. How is this possible? Just when Kakashi wanted to teach Kazama a lesson. The numerous Mokuden wood-style clones have already carried out taijutsu attacks on Kakashi. Because Kazama has an infinite chakra physique, he doesn't know what it feels like to not have enough chakra. Good boy, you really impress me, but it's a pity that the physique of the lion's bullet is a pediatric subject to me. Sure enough, the lion that had previously defeated Sasuke couldn't hurt Kakashi at all. Kakashi-sensei, you really have 2 strokes. Seeing that his clones were defeated one after another, Fengjian laughed instead of anger. Because Mokuden wood-style clones are different from normal clones. Ordinary clones will disappear instantly after being defeated. When the Mokuden wood-style clone is defeated, it will turn into a branch and wrap around the enemy, restricting the enemy's movement. Damn. So it didn't take long for the Mokuden wood-style clone who was defeated by Kakashi to turn into a branch. Tied Kakashi to Wawada. Kakashi-sensei, I hope you will do your best, or your bell will be lost. If that's the case, don't blame me. A bolt of lightning immediately appeared on Kakashi's right hand. Raikiri. The powerful Raikiri was cast, the entangled branches were chopped to pieces in an instant. Don't blame me for bullying the small, because your strength is indeed beyond my imagination. As Kakashi spoke, he walked towards the wind. I won't blame your Kakashi teacher, I still say that, let's go. Good. As soon as Kakashi finished speaking, he flashed in front of Kazama in an instant. Is this kid really not going to run away? Kakashi was surprised to see Kazama still standing still. Because he used Raikiri before, just to frighten Kazama. Not really to kill the wind. But now that Kakashi has not had time to remove Raikiri, Kazama took the initiative to greet him. Oops. It was too late for Kakashi to try to dodge now. At this time, as soon as Raikiri came into contact with Hefeng, he was absorbed into the body by the wind. You kid can actually absorb ninjutsu. Kakashi was again stunned by Kazama's performance. He originally thought that Kazama would have to be disabled if he didn't die this time. Raikiri, his specialty ninjutsu. Kakashi suddenly felt that this wind room is not human at all. Ding! Successfully absorbed S-rank ninjutsu Raikiri. Congratulations to the host for obtaining Super S ninjutsu Raiden, Thunder-style Kirin. This technique can use the power of nature to transform into a divine beast Kirin to attack the enemy. It is Raiden Thunder-style ultimate. Quote. Ding! The host absorbs 2 more kinds of ninjutsu, and you can get the 3rd kind of different fire. Okay, Raiden Thunder-style Kirin, and I'll get the 3rd type of alien fire soon, so I'll be more sure to kill Danzo in the future. Although he obtained the Super S-rank Raiden Thunder-style Kirin, Kazama did not stop there. Because he also forced Kakashi to cast Sharingan on himself. Just absorb the power of Sharingan. You can get a higher level of Mangekyo Sharingan, and the 3rd type of different fire. Kakashi-sensei, I heard that you are a copy ninja. I wonder if you can copy my next technique. Boy, your teacher, I have copied thousands of ninjutsu, you can let the horse come, Just as Kakashi was bragging, a dark cloud suddenly flashed across the sky. Before Kakashi could understand what was going on, he heard Kazama's voice. Raiden Thunder-style Kirin. Raiden Thunder-style released by Kazama was dozens of times stronger than Kakashi's Raikiri. And the speed is even harder to see. Even the caster Kazama could hardly see the attack route of this Raiden Thunder-style Kirin. As soon as he saw a large forest around it, he was instantly beaten into nothingness by his Raiden Thunder-style Kirin. Kakashi even yelled at me, and fled in embarrassment. Chapter 15 Get Mangekyo Sharingan. Ding! Successfully cast Raiden Thunder-style Kirin for the first time. Reward the host with free hand seal skills. Without the hand seal, wouldn't it be possible to use ninjutsu in the future to make the enemy hard to guard? That's great. By the way, isn't the power of this Raiden Thunder-style too great? If Kakashi-sensei can't deal with it, it will be bad. Casting Raiden Thunder-style Kirin, and immediately wanted to remove the technique. After all, he just wanted to force Kakashi to cast Sharingan on himself, and then gain the power of Mangekyo Sharingan. What's more, Kakashi is his idol, and he still wants to fight with Kakashi in the future. Is this kid in Kazama really human? Not only can he use Mokuden wood style, but now he has mastered such a powerful Raiden Thunder style, so what the hell am I testing him, or is he testing him? Me. Kakashi was trying his best to avoid him at the moment. He was still bruised by the Raiden Thunder-style Kirin of the wind. There's no other way, now I can only use Sharingan to evade the attack, and then use demonic illusion to force Kazama to stop casting spells. Thinking of this, Kakashi immediately turned on the Sharingan. At this time, the Raiden Thunder style Kirin of the wind time just stopped. Put me in a coma, Kakashi said and came to Kazama again. Is this the power of Sharingan? Seeing Kakashi's Sharingan, Yuhi's orangutan, Kazama sighed in his heart. In the next moment, the corner of Feng Jian's mouth showed that sly smile. Ding! Successfully absorbed the Sharingan attack. Congratulations to the host for obtaining Mangekyo Sharingan, and gifting Tsukuyomi, Amaterasu, Susanoo. Ding! The host absorbs another kind of ninjutsu, and he can obtain the dual flames of yin and yang. Damn it! I remembered it wrong. You have to absorb another kind of ninjutsu to get a new strange fire, but now it's not bad to have Mangekyo Sharingan. What? You can resist demonic illusion. Seeing Kazama under the gaze of his Sharingan, he was still calm. Kakashi was on the verge of tears. Kakashi-sensei, run. Why? Hearing Kazama's strange request, Kakashi was at a loss. Because I'm going to start pretending. What? There's no end to you, boy. Kakashi, who disappeared in an instant, Kazama immediately fell into deep thought. Let me think about it. You can't use Mangekyo Sharingan against Kakashi, because it's too much, and you can't continue to use Raiden Thunder-style Kirin. Too much damage. Mokuden Wood-style clone is just cheating. The more I thought about it, the more I felt a headache. Everyone else is worried that their master's ninjutsu is too small and its power is too small. And Kazama is worried that he has too many ninjutsu and too much power. But Fengjian hasn't captured the bell yet, so he can't stop there. That's right. I haven't used the Myriad Beast Spirit Fire that I obtained earlier. Well, I'll use Myriad Beast Spirit Fire this time. With a big wave of Fengjian's hand, the thousands of jackals, tigers and leopards created by the fire of Myriad Beasts have already taken shape. Then in an instant, he rushed towards that in all directions. Not long after that, not only was Kakashi forced to show up, but even Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura were taken over by these jackals and tigers. Fengjian, are these also your tricks? It's amazing. I said, are you sick in the wind? We are your teammates. Why did you even arrest us? Sakura said while pinching her waist. Sasuke was silent at the moment. The duel between Kazama and Kakashi before's terrifying power completely overwhelmed Kakashi. This made Sasuke, who has always regarded himself as a genius, suddenly feel as weak as an ant. He has changed from his previous disobedience to Fengjian to his current reverence for Fengjian. Chapter 16 Ready to conquer Zaibujian and Bai. And Kakashi suddenly felt that this 7th class could not be brought by himself. Wait, I have to find the 3 generations of Hokage, saying that I can't protect Kazama anymore. Because the wind is stronger than himself. Just ask yourself how to protect a character who is more powerful than yourself. Kakashi-sensei. Okay, don't say anything, I'll take it. Kazama could finish speaking. Kakashi interrupted him immediately. But Kakashi-sensei, I can't stop right now. What? I said you are still here. I beg you to let me go. I haven't finished the second half of the Intimacy Paradise. I don't want to die young. But I haven't got the bell yet. I'll give you the bell, just let me go. As Kakashi said that, he hurriedly took the bell from his waist and handed it to Kazama. Naruto, Sasuke, these 2 bells for you. What? Sasuke and Naruto couldn't believe it when they saw Kazama actually wanting to give the bell to the 2 of them. After all, those who cannot get the bell will face the fate of being eliminated. Kazama had long known that the purpose of grabbing the bell was to make them realize the importance of their companions. But even if Kazama didn't know it in advance, he was willing to give the bell to his companions. Because Kazama always believed that the life of his companions was more important than the mission. I know that Naruto's dream is to be a Hokage. If he can't even graduate from school, how can he be a Hokage? Since the bells are to be distributed to them, the wind will naturally have to say something sensational. However, the words come from the heart. As for Sasuke, if you also have a target for revenge, I don't think it can be done at the ninja school, so you must also graduate smoothly. Sakura, sorry, because there are only 2 bells, so I can't do anything either. Fangjan, you are really my good brother, but without you, it would be meaningless for me to be a genin by myself. I don't want this bell. Naruto said and handed the bell back to Kazama. I, the Uchiha family, never accept alms from anyone, but I still want to say thank you to you. Sasuke also immediately handed the bell to Kazama's hand. Fangjan, you seem to be more pleasing to the eye than before. Although Sakura didn't get Kazama's bell, her mind about Kazama completely changed. This kid in the wind is really... Kakashi really didn't expect that Kazama would distribute the bell to other people. This also just completed his quiz, which is not to leave a companion at any time. Kakashi-sensei, the 4 of us. All 4 of you are qualified. What? But we... Hearing Kakashi's decision, Sakura still couldn't believe it. Although those who violate the rules of the ninja world will be called trash. But those who ignore their companions are not even trash. So you can pass all 4. Really? Great. Hearing Kakashi's decision, Naruto was the first to scream. Then starting tomorrow, we will officially carry out the mission. As ordered. After the dissolution, Kazama did not go home, but immediately came to the office of the 3rd generation of Hokage. Because he wants to receive the mission of the Land of Waves as soon as possible, and conquer Zabuza and Bai. In this way, you can not only improve your strength. It is also possible to make the 2 of them his own helpers against Danzo. Although according to the plot of the comics, the 7th class will go to the country of waves sooner or later. But now that they have their own transmigrator, no one knows what will happen in the future. Therefore, the Wind Room must take the initiative. You kid, don't say hello when you enter the door. Although Kazama avoided Anbu, who was guarding the gate, he was still discovered by the 3rd Hokage. Lord Hokage, you are very powerful, don't you know that I am here even if I don't say hello? Okay, don't put a high hat on me, you stinky brat. 3 generations immediately laughed. I think you go to the 3 treasures hall for everything. Tell me, what is the matter with me? Lord Hokage, if you have a mission to the country of waves, please leave it to our 7th class, because I want to go out and experience it. You kid, are you still using your current strength to practice? Are you going to the country of waves specifically? Hearing Kazama's request, the 3 generations of Hokage immediately laughed inwardly. Although he did not know why Kazama chose the mission of the Land of Waves. But he thought the wind must have his own reasons. And since he made up his mind to draw Kazama, naturally he would not refuse Kazama's request. Chapter 17 To the Country of Waves. The next task for your 7th class is. Early the next morning, Kakashi led Kazama and the others to the mission hall. I, Uzumaki Naruto, will inherit the name of Hokage in the future. So please assign us important tasks. Naruto saw that the other genins were either catching cats or shopping for groceries. Fear that the 3rd generation of Hokage will be assigned this kind of task by the 7th class. So as soon as I came in, I shouted at the 3 generations. Yeah, 3 generations of adults, please give us an important task. At this time, Kase also immediately agreed. Although Kazama has already received the promise of the 3 generations of Hokage yesterday, saying that they can be assigned tasks of the Land of Waves today. But the surface work still needs to be done. Idiot, Genin has to start with small tasks, that is, to give you an escort task, did you do it? Hearing Naruto Hefeng's request, Sasuke immediately laughed at them. Well, since that's the case, I'll assign you a C-level escort mission. I rely on. Seeing that the 3 generations of Hokage actually agreed to Kazama's request, Sasuke felt a burning pain on his face. Sasuke, is it bad to be slapped in the face by the speed of light? Humph, I want you to take care of it. And at this time the other genins in the mission hall. Seeing that the 3 generations of Hokage actually assigned C-level tasks to Kazama and others. This can suddenly make them all kinds of envy and hatred. That's great. Who's escorting? The daimyo or the princess? Look at Naruto's excited look. Feng Jian immediately smiled secretly in his heart. It's not a big name or a princess, but an alcoholic uncle who will call you a dwarf melon next. Come in. Just when the wind was snickering, the 3 generations of Hokage instructed his subordinates to invite the client in. What? It's all a bunch of brats. Can they protect me? Especially the black-haired skinny rib. I said you're really a ninja. Skinny ribs with black hair. Kazama couldn't help being stunned after hearing the words of his client, Dishonor. I remember that in the comics Dasna was mocking Naruto's dwarf melon, right? How can you say black-haired skinny ribs? Whose skinny ribs? Kazama immediately looked left and right. And when he saw Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura beside him all looking at him, a black line appeared on Fengyan's forehead. Because now the black-haired thin ribs that Dishonor is talking about is himself. Damn, I thought this guy would laugh at Naruto, but he actually laughed at me. Kazama immediately glared at Dishonor angrily. How dare you look down on my good brother Kazama, I will teach you a good lesson. At this time, Naruto on the side began to fight for the wind. He is our client, why are you teaching him? Kakashi said and took Naruto out. Seeing Kazama and the others leave one after another, Iruka immediately became a little worried. Lord Hokage, is it a little too hasty to let Kazama and the others go on the C-level escort mission now? Don't worry. Hearing Iruka's concerns, the 3rd Hokage immediately smiled and shook his head. C-level missions won't be dangerous. Even if there is danger, Kakashi can handle it, and even if Kakashi can't handle it, Kazami is enough to hang down all incoming enemies. It turned out that the bells of the 7th class were acting, but the 3rd generation Hokage had seen it clearly. Mokuden wood-style multiple clones, Raiden thunder-style Kirin, and the ability to transform ninjutsu into a beast. With these killer tools, it is difficult to find an opponent below cage level. Therefore, the 3 generations of Hokage are very relieved to go out to perform tasks in the wind room. Chapter 18 One Trick to Solve Kurigakur Chunin. Sasuke-kun, I heard that Uncle Dasna is from the land of waves. Are there ninjas in their country? Hearing Sakura's question, Sasuke was immediately embarrassed. Because Sasuke never walked out of Konoha village, he didn't know anything about other countries in the ninja world. This kind of thing is the secret of the country of waves, how can we genin know it? Only Jonin or cage-level ninja will know. There are no ninjas in the land of waves. Seeing that Sasuke clearly didn't understand and wanted to pretend, Kazama started the face slap mode again. This guy, he's trying to steal my limelight again. Hearing Kazama's words, Sasuke immediately cursed at him in his heart. The country of waves is a small island, no ninja village is needed. Which countries have ninja villages? At this time, Naruto also came over. There are many, but the most powerful are the 5 ninja nations. Konoha Hidden Village in the Land of Fire, Sunagakure Ninja Village in the Land of Wind, Kumogakure Ninja Village in the Land of Thunder, Iwagakure Ninja Village in the Land of Earth, and Kurigakure Ninja Village in the Land of Water, and their leaders are known as Hokage, Kazekage, Raikage, Tsuchikage, and Mizukage, the 5 most powerful men in the ninja world today. Not to mention Naruto, Sakura, and even Sasuke listened fascinated ly at this time. Wow, Kazama-kun, you know a lot. Sakura immediately moved to Kazama's side. In the end, this guy stole the show. Sasuke was naturally a little resentful when he saw that Sakura was attracted by the wind. Kazama immediately smiled proudly at Sasuke. Although the main purpose of his coming to the country of waves is to subdue Zabuza and absorb the power of Naruto's Kyuubi, 9 tails, to enhance his own strength. But if you can get beautiful women along the way, it is also a pretty good thing. Humph, how useful is it to know how much shit you can do? Even when you meet a real enemy, you'll still be lame. Seeing that his fans were taken away, Sasuke naturally wanted to target Kazama everywhere. Kaden, fire style, fire bullet. But before Sasuke could speak, Kazama immediately performed the Kaden, fire style technique. These three powerful fire dragons containing the power of different fires rushed directly to a puddle not far away. Then two embarrassed figures appeared in the puddle. Damn it, how did that kid find us? I don't know, it's more important to escape first. Want to escape? It's too late. With the cold drink in the wind, the three fires Long Yi dispersed to pursue. In a few breaths, the two escaped ninjas were burned to ashes. It took only a few seconds from Kazama's shot to killing these two enemies. Don't say it's Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura at this time. Even Kakashi couldn't help but be taken aback. Because even beforehand, he didn't realize that there were enemies hidden in the puddle in front of him. But Fengjian not only discovered it, but even shot it so quickly. This guy's perception is too strong. Just when Kakashi was shocked by Kazama's performance, Kazama said to himself nonchalantly, Mr. Kakashi, judging from the pattern of the two forehead guards just now, they should be ninjas from Kurigakure village, and their strength should be at the level of Chunin. Perception and insight have reached the level of Jonin, what a genius. Kakashi immediately praised the wind. Mr. Dishonor, it looks like we're going to have a good chat. Seeing Kakashi and Dasna leave temporarily, Kazama smiled and looked at Sasuke beside him. Sasuke-san, how does it feel to be slapped in the face again? Hearing Kazama's words, Sasuke was speechless. He knew there was a gap between himself and the wind. But he didn't expect that the gap between the two of them would be so big. Facing the appearance of the two Kurigakure ninjas just now, I was too frightened to move. But Fengjian not only shot and killed the enemy, but even performed with ease. Sasuke suddenly felt how stupid he was, who was called a genius. Kazama-kun is so handsome. Seeing Kazama's cool shot just now, Sakura's heart was completely occupied by Kazama. Kaze, you can still play Kaden, fire style, you are too good. So. Hearing Naruto's praise, Kazama immediately scratched his head embarrassedly. In fact, Fengjian is still a very humble person. He didn't want to pretend, but he was too strong. Chapter 19 I grabbed it at the beginning and I won't cut the big sword again. Mr. Dasna, I hope you can tell the truth. Did the two Kurigakure ninjas in ambush just come here specially to deal with you? This. Hearing Kakashi's question, Dasna didn't want to admit it. But after all, the fire could not be contained in the paper, so Dishonor could only nod his head in embarrassment. To be honest, there is a rogue leader Kobo in our country of waves. In order to prevent me from building a bridge in the country of waves, he wants to kill me, so I asked you Konoha ninjas to escort me. But the money you paid is AC level task. We can help you deal with bandits and robbers at best. If you want to deal with ninjas, it is AB level task or above. Because our country of waves is very poor, can you please help me until the construction of the bridge is completed, and that little brother named Kazama is so powerful, as his teacher, you must be even more powerful, so this task it's very easy for you too, just help me. You're quite good at saying that this kid in the wind has already surpassed me in strength. This task is easy for him, but not necessarily easy for me. Kakashi said secretly in his heart immediately. Would you like to continue to help you? I said it doesn't matter, I have to ask everyone's opinions. In fact, Kakashi mainly wanted to hear Kazama's opinion. If Kazama is willing to continue to escort Dasna, then he will be confident. And if the wind does not dare to continue walking, Kakashi can't guarantee that he can successfully escort Dasna. When Kakashi told the news to Kazama and others, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura were immediately lost in thought. After all, the two ninjas that had suddenly appeared before were not something they could handle. If you continue to walk on your own, the enemy will definitely send even more powerful ninjas. What's more, they are only in their teens now, how dare they take on such an important task? Wind Room, what do you mean? Seeing that Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura didn't make a statement, Kakashi immediately looked at Kazama. Since ancient times, it has been the golden belt of murder and arson, repairing bridges and repairing roads and leaving no corpses Mukuro. If you give up the mission, it is no different from killing Uncle Dazna directly. I took this mission, and I not only have to escort Uncle Dazna back home, and protect Uncle Dazona to finish the bridge. Okay, since Kazama agrees to continue the mission, I agree too. Naruto immediately said loudly. You are so handsome in the wind, I listen to you all. Sakura came to Kazama's side like a nympho. Well, count me in. Sasuke mustered up his courage immediately. Okay, since that's the case, let's start again. Thank you all, especially the little brother Fengjan. Dazna immediately came over and thanked the wind constantly. Humph! A swarm of ants. At this moment, a cold drink suddenly sounded above everyone's head. Get down. Almost at the same time, Kakashi hurriedly told everyone to hide. Because a huge beheading knife had already attacked everyone's heads. This knife is good, I want it. The wind room behind Zanwangyan's possession has long since become indestructible. With one hand raised, he just grabbed the rotating beheading sword in the air. Seeing Fengyan's move, Zaibuzan was so shocked that he almost fell from the tree. Chapter 20 Use Mangekyo to abuse vegetables. Fengjan, don't be careless, the enemy is Teodi. Kakashi said and turned to look at Kazama behind him. But when he saw that the whole body was now covered with mysterious flames. At the same time, Kazama was holding the beheading sword. He knew that in the wind at the moment, he already had the capital of carelessness. Kurigakure missing Nin, don't cut the peach land again. Kazama said while holding the beheading knife and looked at Zabushu in the tree. Interesting, a kid actually knows my name. Could it be that I beheaded your family before? Seeing the enemy start, he took his own beheading sword. If he didn't cut it, he was already panicking. But in order not to let the enemy underestimate himself, he can only be strong and calm. Humph, you don't have the strength to hurt my family yet. Stop talking nonsense. I advise you to give me the beheading knife immediately, maybe I will show mercy and leave you a whole body. It's a coincidence, I always don't like people leaving my whole body. If you can dismember me, I will definitely thank you very much. Kiba has a sharp mouth. Let's see what I do with you next. Without a word, he flashed to the lake and started hand seal immediately. To be able to stand on the water. For Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, who have never seen the world. The operation of not cutting at this time has completely refreshed their worldview. Sweden water style Kurigakure art. Hand seal that no longer cuts. Everyone was immediately blocked by a thick fog. Oops. Zabuza is the best at using this technique to obstruct the enemy's sight, in order to kill the invisible enemy. In this case, we can only use Sharingan. As Kakashi said that, he took off his forehead guard, and used Sharingan to search for traces of no slash. We don't need Kakashi-sensei to deal with this kind of enemy, let me do it. Little worried when he learned that Kazama had to deal with Zaibuzan alone. Kazama, I know you are strong, but now your vision has been blocked by the technique of Kurigakure, how are you going to deal with it without slashing? No magic can stop my eyes. Mangekyo Sharingan, open. What? Kakashi immediately looked into Kazama's eyes. I saw Kazama's ordinary pupils, first turned into the three-tomo appearance of the gorilla Yuhi. Then I saw the three-tomo spinning rapidly, and finally formed a three-blade shape. Is this the most powerful celestial eye and earth-shattering pupil technique that is rumored to see through the three worlds, Mangekyo Sharingan? Shocked by Kakashi's endless ninjutsu skills. Now I see that Kazama is actually a master, Mangekyo Sharingan who is stronger than his Sharingan. Kakashi is already in a state of admiration for Kazama. Kakashi-sensei, then you stay with Naruto and the others, and I'll deal with it if you don't kill me. Susanoo. Kazama said that. He summoned Susanoo's skeleton and surrounded Kakashi and the others. The purpose is to help people to avoid the attacks that will never be cut. It's just a skeleton, but with Susanoo's powerful defense, it is also enough to deal with the attack of no more slashing. In fact, according to Kazami's strength, if you want to defeat Zaifu, you don't need to be so troublesome. A Raiden Thunder-style Kirin, or summon thousands of wolves, tigers and leopards with fire. It's enough to tear it apart. But Kazama's initial plan was to conquer Zaibujian. That's why I have to use my powerful strength to deter me and not cut it again. In this way, it will be much easier to conquer in the future without slashing. At this moment, a voice came from behind the wind.